Ben Abrahamson here. Thought we'd chat a little bit about using 3 fingers to play scales and a good exercise for that technique. So fingers A, M, and I. We hear about players like flamenco guitarist Serenito, also Gerardo Nunez is a more contemporary example, and classical guitarist Matt Palmer using 3 fingers to play scales. So here's a nice little exercise. A G on the 3rd fret, the 1st string, down to F, E flat, D, and then finally C on the 3rd string, back up to the 2nd string. And this time to A flat and B flat, back to G on the 1st string. So the right hand fingering that we're going to use is M, I, A. M, I on the 3rd string, A, 2nd string, M, I, A, M, I, A, M for that last note, G at the 3rd fret on the 1st string, and then we're going to damp the string with our index finger. So M, I, A, M, I, A, M, I, A, M, I, A, M, damp with the index. So the goal of the exercise is to, even though we're playing groups of 16th notes here, so 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and a rest, we want that to feel like one motion with our 3 fingers, one movement all the way up until that G that we're damping with our index finger. So it should feel at a certain point when we go through the metronome markings and work up the tempo, it should feel like starting with M and then ending with that I finger damping. So this idea is a little bit like practicing speed bursts that we hear about in Pumping Nylon by Scott Tennant, and amazing classical and flamenco player Grisha Goryachev has a video on YouTube about that. And you can even tap your foot rather than on quarter notes, tap it in cut time, so on the half notes. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. Tap on beats 1 and 3. Of course, you want to move this exercise around the neck. It's pretty natural to extend it too. So when we ascend back up to the B flat on the 6th fret of the 1st string, and back down to continue the passage. And the right hand fingering ends up being the same each time. And also because we're using 3 fingers, it's no more fatiguing really, assuming that we're relaxed in our technique and our posture and everything. It's no more fatiguing than playing an arpeggio or a tremolo, which are both things that can happen for extended periods within a given piece. It's a fun exercise to practice. It's also fun to incorporate into your improvisations. In this case, it's a minor triad, a C minor triad that we're working with. But you could extend that harmonically too, to include playing over an A flat major 7 chord or an F minor 9 chord, or a B flat 7 or B flat 7 suspended. Hopefully you'll get some use out of that exercise and apply it in some cool ways and patterns in your own playing. Hit subscribe below and leave any comments or ideas you might have in the comments section. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you again soon.